Hello everyone and welcome to Inside a CA Firm.
Small software built by his own friend who was an IT guy.
So over a period of time, we realized that if we make use of computers and the softwares, then it would make a difference.
I was lucky enough to be the president of that institute when GST came in.
All the checkbooks remained with me since 2005. So that's the trust that I never want to break. He's into one of the very hardcore practices of insolvency and bankruptcy code.
We thought it's the right time because it's a new law which is coming into those countries. There was no such tax earlier.
Number of my clients they are actually dealing in this cryptocurrency.
Very much from my inside I satisfied that I did some job for some people.
We could start work from home right from 2014 when we installed a new server.
Hello everyone and welcome to Inside a CA Firm. I'm your host Geena Bharwani and I'm here to take you on a tour to APMH and Associates LLP. Now this firm is quite unique. The reason being that it is dynamic and forward thinking right since its inception. It has a legacy right since 1985. Yeah. So we are here to learn all about this story. Let's get into it. Can I please meet Mitesh ji?
Welcome to the Hello.
Hi Mitesh ji, how are you
Welcome.
doing?
Namaste.
Tell me all about yourself, Mitesh ji. I've heard so much about you, especially with, your talk which you gave in 2006 for IT, filing online returns and all of it when that was not prominent at that time. So tell me all about yourself, from what got you into CA.
I started my CA journey right back in 2000 and did my articleship till 2002. Actually, my father wanted to make me a CA because it was his incomplete dream. So he put me to a CA who was kind of handling his files way back in 96 when I cleared my SSC, or that time you can say 10th. And he said that please join this firm and learn something about accounting because that is the fundamental thing that runs all the businesses. So I started working with that firm in Mulund in Mumbai, and that was kind of giving me a kick to say that this guy who is sitting in the cabin and managing the entire show and talking to so many people is the one that I want to become. So that made my journey start, and I was kind of conducting camps for teaching spoken Sanskrit to people in Ghatkopar, and I met one guy called as Mehul Shah. And I was that time not clearing my CA, so I had around 1.5-2 years in between from my articleship to clearing my CA. So I was kind of finding a way to get into a firm and do something. So I asked him, sir, can I get some job here in Ghatkopar with some good CA firm? So he introduced me to my mentor Amit Doshi. He was a very kind guy. I entered into his room and that day only he told me that we are a tech enabled firm. Right in 2003.
In 2003?
Yep. And we don't do all those handwritten challans. And we, that time there used to be a large challan where you used to need to file the sales tax return, and you have to fill up the sales tax numbers in 5 places. In 5 counterfoils, you have to put the address of the customer, the name of the customer, and all the summary of what he's earning and what is his revenue in those olden days. And he used to say, no, we use a dot metric printer to print through this form. So that was a time when I got into his firm, and I was kind of fascinated with the way he used to work, and the firm the background from which I came was quite a conservative one. And when I saw the transformation, I was kind of impressed and got into tech myself, tried to understand a lot of stuff in Excel, and that those days we used to use Lotus 123 and DBase and all that.
Correct.
So Tally of course was there in 4.5 was there at that time, and we started adopting to a lot of technology, and all the checkbooks remained with me since 2005. So that's the trust that I never want to break.
Yeah, and I think that trust is what is keeping you bonded to this family.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Mitesh, just show me around your entire office.
Sure.
It would be great.
Welcome to our office. This is our main hall where majority of the people sit. This is our accounting and taxation team. That side is our internal accounting team. This is a litigation team, which is like a tax research and those kind of people. You can meet here IT team.
Hello.
Gerald, Mehul and Dipesh.
Hello.
These guys are like running our center of excellence. We build our own websites. We do a lot of magical work on AI. We do some work on robotic process automation. Again, the outsourcing team here, majority of them working for global clients.
Everyone.
Kinjal is a head of the team here.
Oh, okay.
And you can see our servers and all that. This we set up way back in 2008.
Could you tell me about this photo frame over here, like a collage which you all have?
We have this as a team collage.
Okay.
So every couple of years, new faces come, right? So every couple of years, we give Amit Bhai as his birthday gift this collage of all the team members.
Oh, okay.
And this is happening since many years, like almost more than 10 years we are doing this as a activity. And this gives people a bonding and no one feels that he's higher or lower than the another.
So equality.
And this is our audit team.
Oh, hello everyone.
The youngest team in the office, very enthusiastic. All these guys are very smart, All have cleared in first attempt, both groups.
Oh wow,
IPCC.
Congratulations.
And they are also going to pass their final in the first attempt. We run a initiative for them called as Mission First Attempt.
Oh, okay. Mission first attempt. That's nice.
Meet Pooja, she is a young manager here.
Hi Pooja, nice to meet you.
Our partner here, Mr. Hemant Mehta.
Hello Hemantji, how are you doing?
Fine.
Nice to meet
He's
you.
into one of the very hardcore practices of insolvency and bankruptcy code.
Oh,
Do you know
okay.
it came in 2017 and it's become a blast now. A lot of people who are going bankrupt, mainly corporates, he helps them sort those issues out.
That's great.
CA Pranav Kapadia is
Hello sir.
our
Hi.
Nice
How
to,
are you?
Nice to meet
partner
you.
who focuses again on GST litigation. It's a very hardcore topic. He has been a president of GST Practitioners Association of Maharashtra.
Oh, okay.
Like Hemant Bhai did in RIPA, that is Resolve Insolvency Professionals Association. Similarly, he was president of GST Practitioner. Meet Atul Mehta.
Hello sir, nice to meet you.
Atul Bhai focuses on outsourcing, again a specialized area.
Okay.
He supports management consultants across the globe and also firms who are not getting right type of people for doing their accounting and complex tax assignments from India. Another thing is we do specialized areas like transfer pricing documentations, valuations, cryptocurrency accounting.
Oh, okay.
All that with him. You met Kinjal, she's part of his team.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Finally, I will make you meet the founder of the firm and our chairman, CA Amit Doshi.
Hello sir, nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah, sure. So sir, tell me all about the firm when it started in 1980s.
Yeah, we started exactly in 1985 when I qualified as a chartered accountant.
Okay.
And I started my journey alone. As Mitesh said, it was under AP Doshi and Company, and I continued till about 2003. In fact, Mitesh, when he joined, it was a technological improvement on the entire thing. And probably with his efforts, we could start work from home right from 2014 when we installed a new server.
Oh.
And in 2020 when COVID came, it was no surprise for us for working from home, because most of us, many managers, many of our team members were working from home right from 2014. So the all credit to Mitesh for that, no doubt. But then, over a period of time when Hemant and Pranav joined us. All kinds of specialization led us to a situation where we all got the real satisfaction of working as a chartered accountant. The specialization era which came in made us all proud. It was win-win for all of us, not only all of us, but all our clients also, because they could get everything under one roof. And that made all the difference, and from there 2016 onward journey has been very, very satisfactory, and we are actually enjoying the fruits now with common endeavor that we all have.
So it's quite interesting, like, Mitesh ji had mentioned that in 2003 itself you told him that, we would not be filing any sort of return or doing anything manually. It's all on technology based, and I think you had also consulted a friend of yours to build a software for yourself. So how did that idea form? In 2003 I'm talking about, because now it's very common, but back then, at that point of time, technology and especially accounting, auditing didn't go hand in hand.
Right, you are right. I mean, the catastrophic point where which led me to do that was there were always shortage of human resources for us. So over a period of time, we realized that if we make use of computers and the softwares, then it would make a difference. Initially, we had teething trouble, software not working properly, not giving proper reports, not giving proper results. But over a period of time, after 6 months or a year or two, then it all started, stabilizing. It started giving results. And 2014 again, when we had that server, we have gone paperless. Probably in 2014 onward, we hardly have any papers in our office. We try to avoid it as far as possible. And it is only when client insists that they want certain papers to be on physical mode, we prepare it. Otherwise, most of the things, including all the compliances that we make with different government departments, are all paperless. And so that is making our office more or less paperless. I am filled with full satisfaction in my heart with everything that is going on and everything that we could build on jointly with all the partners.
Yeah.
And that is really satisfactory.
That's nice. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. So, hello Pranav ji, and it was nice getting introduced to you by Mitesh ji. And I had so many questions when he especially told me that you were part of the GST Practitioners Association of Maharashtra, president of that, and tell me all about it, because you were especially right during that period when GST was introduced. So how did you get into it?
Right since I had entered into my profession, I had this GST Practitioners Association of Maharashtra was earlier known as the Sales Tax Practitioners Association of Maharashtra. And it was always a dream that if I'm in this field in Maharashtra, in indirect taxes, this is the best association to be associated with. And to become a president of that esteemed association was a dream. And eventually I entered into that association since 2008-09, and over a period of time, stepping each ladder one by one, I reached the pinnacle as the president in 2017-18, and that coincided with the GST implementation year when GST was introduced. So I was lucky enough to be the president of that institute when GST came in. And the name got changed. It was rechristened in that year when GST came in. So the Sales Tax Practitioners Association became the GST Practitioners Association.
Okay. So since you're specialized in GST, right? So do you take training sessions over here in the office, and you enlighten your articles or the employees of your office on new regulations that come in?
Yeah, of course, GST is a notification-driven law.
Yeah.
Unlike the Income Tax Act, Income Tax, we have the budget in February, Jan-Feb every year, and there's an amendment to the Finance Act once in a year. But GST is unlike Income Tax, so it's a notification-driven law, and there are frequent changes. And we many times have half-yearly budgets. We say, because last time the 47th GST Council had so many changes. This time the 50th Council had so many changes, apart from whatever changes come in the budget. So to remain updated on each and every aspect of GST is very, very much imperative. We have a large GST team over here. We have more than 25 people working for GST specifically in our team, and we do regular training for them. And we have a very research-based team. We have 4 chartered accountants who look after the processes and all those things.
So tell me all about how did APMH's entire journey expand into Middle East?
Yeah, see, we were already into indirect taxes. When GST came in India 2017, our entire team was very much equipped. We had done lots of GST implementation programs for the entire conversion, training companies and their personnel, how to switch over, what are the tax implications, where can tax be saved or where it can be optimized rather, and how to switch over from the existing infrastructure of those companies with relates to accounts, software and the reports. So that experience we already had under GST. We did many GST implementation projects. And when VAT came into the GCC countries, so we already had a good experience of India, and India is the most complicated because the GST in India is similar to VAT in the GCC countries. Okay. In essence, both are the same thing. So we had a good knowledge base, good experience also. And we thought it's the right time because it's a new law which is coming into those countries. There was no such tax earlier. And definitely people wanted that advice, that consultancy, and then the compliances. So we ventured into that, and it's been a good success story till now.
So it's basically you built your foundation in India, and then you're looking to expand.
Yes. India is the biggest base for anybody. The population of India, the diversity of India, and the complex laws of India. Once you learn Indian law, you can comply with any law in the world as far as taxation is concerned. Yeah. They say अगर इंडिया में गाड़ी चला सकते हैं तो दुनिया में किधर भी चला सकते हैं.
Definitely. All right. Thank you so much for this conversation, Pranav.
Yeah, thanks. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hello, Hemant ji, and it was really nice being introduced to you at that point of time. And I had a question when Mitesh ji told me that you're a specialist in insolvency and bankruptcy. So how did you get into that specialization? And that's quite unique because not many firms provide that.
Yeah, hello. Basically I have practiced for more than 25 years.
Okay.
As a practicing chartered accountant, doing audits and corporate taxation. This law was been introduced in 2017 in fact. Mm-hmm. So I thought that let me just venture into this because other partners are doing all the practices. So we should have some specialty in our firm where we can provide unique services to our clients also.
Correct.
So likewise, I just thought, and then I appeared for exam, and then I started the practice.
So one among the first 100 people.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? As of
it's good in fact, and by grace of God everything is going well.
Can you tell me a unique case where you dealt with which you had to pick your brains on?
Yeah, see, the insolvency, basically all the companies which are on the verge of insolvency or bankruptcy are coming. So there was a case where there are 400 home buyers who were struggling for their homes for more than 8 to 10 years. So we procured an order from NCLT, and then we have tried to provide them the homes because the homes were incomplete at that point of time. So we have already completed as per the order of NCLT. We have completed all the homes and provided homes to all 400 home buyers. So that is more than a financial satisfaction. It was very much from my inside I am satisfied that I did some job for some people who are struggling for their home. Yeah.
So apart from with the studies, it also gave you that inner peace that you actually helped a lot of people out.
Yeah. So in insolvency sometimes you get a chance to do such kind of things where the people at large are being benefited. Mm-hmm. So we try to get inner satisfaction by providing them whatever they were struggling for number of years. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us insights on this, Hemant ji. and it's great having a conversation with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So Atulji, it was really nice being introduced to you by Miteshji. So something struck a chord with me when he told me that you also specialize in cryptocurrency accounting.
Yeah.
So could you give just a very basic understanding as to how that is very different from regular accounting and all of it, and how that, because it's a global thing and it's, it goes into blockchain.
Yes.
So can you tell me all about that?
Yeah, so number of my clients, they are actually dealing in this cryptocurrency. So and there is no market end. Like in BSc NSC, we are ending market at 3:30 or something, but crypto there is no ending. So at 12. Again on 12:01 it will again start. So there is no market heading. So there is nothing like called that I have to value stock or something, because my clients are actually dealing in the crypto every second. In second there might be more than one transaction per second. So it is huge transactions, more than 30 lakh transaction in a month. They are actually dealing in. And we are doing accounting for that. We have actually in-house software for the same. We have developed with some good developers that software, and we are doing excellently good. And my all clients are also doing goods in crypto. There is a huge hue and cry about crypto, how one can do that. Indian government has actually banned that you cannot do crypto, and if you are doing that, there are a huge taxation on the same. But my foreign clients, they all are actually dealing in that, and they all are actually doing very well in that.
Okay, that's very nice. So given that it's crypto, right, and then you would also be like, I just had a word outside, and they said that you're planning on expanding globally, right? So, and I also understand that you'll have partnered with different firms outside. So tell me all about that.
We are affiliated from India. So Rowland, till date it was Asia Pacific affiliation. Now we have moved to India, all over international. So now Rowland International, they have proposed name to be Rowland International. We had a conference wherein 30-35 members from have participated. We are actually closely working with 5-6 firms out of that 35 firms. And we have good affiliation, and looking forward to them. So we have Singapore firm, we have one firm at Portugal, we have one firm from UK, and now we have started negotiating with Australia and one firm from the Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so you all are taking APMH's level to the next step. Okay, thank you so much, Atulji. That's great insights on how the firm is going to be expanding soon and developing a lot more technologies in-house, just so that your audits and accounting maintenance of your clients are just easier.
Yes.
All right, Mehulji. So since you head the IT department over here, so what kind of softwares do you bring forth to the table that can be implemented on the client side to help allocate tasks to your employees or even your articles? So give me a gist about everything.
So overall, we have different sub teams also in the IT team. One, we have a coding team which helps us to make the softwares for client facing or some automation which is to be done. We have the websites also, so we have a coding team, we have a system admin. So this is Gerald, he is our system administrator. And then we have our own social media management team who is also being helped by us, so that they can have the digital footprint of APMH. And overall, internally we use the operational planning tool, we use the HRMS, we use the FAMS, which is a fixed assets management tool. On the client side, we have developed some products wherein we help the clients with having their MISS dashboards, having a task management system, so that they can also optimize the use of IT and get their activities done on a more smoother manner. Our AI sub team is led by Dipesh Madkar. So basically he knows artificial intelligence since 5, 6 years back. So ChatGPT is coming nowadays, so people think that ChatGPT is the AI. But actually all the things assembled together where a manual process can be changed to automated process is basically an AI.
Correct.
So we have been building our own tool on AI wherein we can get multiple AIs to have a specific answer for whatever is required. So we have also tried to print one of these books which will help the accountants for using the ChatGPT or any of the AIs.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. So it's quite helpful then in that way that you'll bring in AI to this concept of accounting, because usually AI is tech related and all of that, but bringing that into the accounting concept and getting that synergy over here, it's quite different. All right, hello everyone. It's nice to finally see you all over here. Hello. And nice to have some young blood over here in house, right? And it's always fun. So I'm going to ask you all a few questions about your journey and how it's been like over here being as an article in the organization, because we know that articles are the essence of any firm, right? Otherwise work will be remaining as work only, it will not be done as a completed task. My first question is, you all have been with APMH and the journey for quite some time, right? Probably a year or 6 months or something like that. So in that way, can you tell me what movie or book title can you relate this firm to?
I would like to relate it to The Office. We kind of pull a few pranks like it, and the manager is pretty chill. Thank you.
My next question would be, what's the one insight that you all know about each partner? Is there a fun insight that you all know and you would like to share about it?
So the insight about Pranav sir is that he likes trekking, and even Hemant sir. So both of them like trekking and they go on treks each year. So that's an insight on them.
So my next question will be, if you could swap roles for one day with your manager or partner, right? Who would it be?
Since my both our manager and partner do more work than us, so I like to swap my role with Amit sir. I am not the voice he has, the capability he has, the thinking power he has, so all the things which is required to be a CA. So I want that.
So my next question is, every office has some, sort of celebration that goes on over here. So what's your celebration like over here? Tell me all about it.
So here at APMH, we celebrate everyone's birthday individually. The audit team at least does that. And then we have the audit party when we successfully complete our audit assignments. So these are the celebrations we do, and there's another celebration, that is the Diwali celebration, and it is the best one, I must say, because there everyone collaborates and it is a very jovial celebration.
All right, thank you so much for that, and it was lovely interacting with all of y'all, and I really hope you'll enjoy your journey in this firm as much as how they've enjoyed building the firm for y'all. All right, thank you so much, and give yourself a round of applause.